Imagine being stranded in the heart of the Andes Mountains, one of the most hostile environments on Earth. For the passengers of Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571, this nightmare became a reality on October 13, 1972. What started as a flight to a rugby match in Chile turned into one of the most harrowing and inspiring survival stories of all time. The plane, carrying 45 passengers and crew, including a young rugby team, crashed into a remote mountain peak. In an instant, their world was reduced to a mangled fuselage, freezing temperatures, and an endless expanse of snow. Of the 45 people on board, only 29 initially survived the impact. They were young, unprepared, and completely cut off from the world. With only a small transistor radio for news, their hopes were crushed when they heard the search for their plane had been called off after just 8 days. They were presumed dead. Abandoned by the world, they had to rely on themselves. They fashioned a water-making system from metal sheets to melt snow in the sun. They used seat cushions for insulation and luggage to block the gaping hole in the fuselage. Leadership emerged, roles were assigned, and a new, desperate society was formed. Medical students on the flight tended to the injured with what little they had. The group faced starvation, devastating avalanches, and the crushing psychological weight of their situation. Every day was a fight for life, a testament to their incredible will to live. As days turned into weeks, their food ran out. They were faced with an unimaginable choice, a decision that has been debated and analyzed for decades. To survive, they had to consume the bodies of those who had perished. This was a profound moral and spiritual struggle, a pact made among the living to see another sunrise. It was an act of survival born from the most extreme desperation, a decision that haunted them but ultimately kept them alive. They believed their fallen friends would have wanted them to live on, to tell their story. After more than 2 months trapped in the icy wilderness, hope was almost gone. Two of the strongest survivors, Nando Paradu and Roberto Canessa, decided to do the impossible. With no mountaineering gear, wearing layers of salvaged clothes, and carrying a small portion of rations, they set out to find help. They climbed for 10 grueling days, trekking over 50 miles across treacherous mountain terrain. They battled altitude sickness, exhaustion, and near starvation, driven by the thought of their friends waiting back at the fuselage. Finally, on the 10th day, they saw a sign of life, a Chilean farmer across a river. Exhausted, they could barely shout. They threw a note tied to a rock across the water, explaining who they were. The world was stunned. On December 22, 1972, after 72 days in the Andes, the first rescue helicopters arrived. The image of the survivors, emaciated but alive, waving from the wreckage, became an iconic symbol of human endurance. 16 people had survived the impossible. Their story isn't just about survival, it's about the incredible strength of the human spirit, the bonds of friendship, and the will to live against all odds. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please hit that like button, and subscribe for more incredible true stories.